Let's Talk, your journey to entrepreneurship with Lady Dr. D, the podcast where dreams turn into reality and the world of business is demystified. In this episode, That's So Twisted CEO and creator Collette O'Meally, who was born to create, shares her journey. Being a woman from humble beginnings, she has always used her hands to create and enhance simple items. From a young age, she loved reusing, upcycling, and reinventing materials with her unique twist. I hope you enjoy her energetic and vibrant story. I'm Dr. Dorothy Brown, your host on this exciting journey. Today, I get the pleasure of talking with Collette O'Meally. O'Meally. That's why I looked at you, because I know some people call it O'Malley, and then some people it's O'Meally.
O'Meally. Apparently, it got changed when our ancestors came to Jamaica. The E got moved up because the E is supposed to be Lley.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it got moved at some point. So my grandmother told me. So that's how we know all the O'Meallys that it's spelled wrong. We're all related.
All right. So introduce yourself too.
Hi, my name is Collette O'Meally, and I am the owner of That's So Twisted jewelry and lifestyle brand. And I'm so happy to be here with you, Dorothy. You've been such a wonderful friend, person, and I'm so excited for this new journey you're on. I wish you so much success.
Thank you. So we're Wilmarians, Agagwada geese. So the Jamaicans out there know exactly what we're talking about, right? Because our high school is a big deal.
Very big deal.
And we maintain that big deal throughout our lives. Period.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Go big
All
or
right.
go home. Yes.
So tell us a little bit more about That's So Twisted.
Well, That's So Twisted is our main focus is jewelry, but I wanted when I incorporated to have lifestyle added because I plan to expand later because I love home decor, home fixtures, kitchen, accessories for the home. So I want to do that later, but for now it's only jewelry for your body. Later it will be jewelry for the home. So That's So Twisted. I came up with the name also. A lot of people, it's funny, people either take it really straightforward as in, oh, that's a cute name, or some people twist it and like, that's interesting. Why did you name it that? As if there's some other connotation to it, but really and truly, it's just, for me, it was just freedom. I'm going to twist something and make it something new. I'm going to take something that's ordinary and turn it into something extraordinary. So that is what the twist comes from me physically twisting it or just thinking outside of the box to recreate it and give it a new life or a new existence. So that's really the foundation of That's So Twisted.
That is amazing. And just so you know, I'm wearing one of That's So Twisted earrings.
Yes, I
and
can.
necklaces.
Yes, these are handmade, and I have a few pieces myself. I made this one yesterday because I just make up things as I tell you. It's a stone, it's a rock, and I just wrap some wire around it and put it on a chain. And it's heavy, but your neck is strong. But, and then I have the earrings and my bracelets and so forth. But, it's just a creative process, and I look forward to it because I do have a 9 to 5. Like most of us, we have our 9 to 5, and this is my creative outlet. So I make a ton of jewelry, and I try to sell them. Sometimes I have to gift them, but I really want to sell them to be profitable, right? Especially in this economy.
And they're reasonable. You price them reasonably, right?
Very reasonable, yes.
Right.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's one of the core things for me. I've heard several times from a few people that my prices are too cheap. Now, cheap is relative, right? And expensive is relative as well. But I want it to be affordable because I'm not interested in selling a necklace for $200 and then only 5 people have it. I'm more interested in selling it for $20 or $25 and 100 people have it. I want more people to have it and more people to have access to it because as I mentioned before, in these times, things are tight. A lot of people are focused on their grocery bills, not necessarily accessories as well. So I want it to be accessible, and I want people to feel good when they wear my pieces, knowing that it's coming from someone and it's handmade. And I make stuff that is creative and that I love, and I hope people love it too.
Well, I'm sure your customers have told you. And that's interesting. I'd like that you explained why you make your prices reasonable, because when customers tell you that your price is too cheap, sometimes that could be good feedback on them not thinking it's going to be of true value, right?
Yeah.
Meaning your pieces may not be that valuable to begin with, meaning the quality or so. I'd like that you explain that you want access and you're giving them value at a reasonable cost. And that it's perfectly intentional that you do it that way.
Yes.
Thank you for at least explaining that, because some people just don't would take it a different way.
They do, and so I've retained a lot of customers because of that, because they're like, wow, I gifted this piece to a friend of mine and they asked for your information, and then they become a customer, and then they realize that the thing is not falling apart, or it's good and it's not bad quality. Certainly sometimes something will break, I'll just replace it. Because of the nature of my business, most things are handmade and unique. Like, I don't mass produce a design, for example. It's hard to take refunds, but I will exchange or replace. But the refunds, I won't do refunds. So in that sense, people can know and have this secure feeling of knowing that they're not wasting their money and they're not going to be sold garbage.
Okay. Yeah. So they'll get product, but
they'll get product, but not necessarily get a refund. But they'll get a replacement or another piece. Because I've had that too, where something broke and they go, it was a design flaw. It was one of my pieces that I did not handmade, because I do sell fast fashion items as well, because the client base is diverse, and sometimes people just want a stainless steel earring. I don't work with heavy metals, so I purchase those and then resell them. And then one of the pieces broke, the post, I think, the piece that goes broke, and I just replaced it. But she said, actually, I don't like that design, it didn't work for my face or something. I said, okay, just tell me what you want. Look on the website. I sent her a few pictures because she didn't see something on the website, and I had some inventory that I hadn't logged yet or uploaded yet. And I just sent her something, and her husband and her, they were happy, Yeah. As long as people are happy is what I want as well. Yeah. I don't want my customers. That is not good, Sam.
So tell me, you started That's So Twisted. Is it just 3 years?
3 years, 2022.
It seemed longer.
It seemed longer to me too. I was looking back, I'm like, has it been too? I think because I've been thinking about it for so long, and I actually didn't pull the trigger, right? So I used to make earrings and necklaces here and there for friends, or for Christmas gifts or birthday gifts for friends. So I think that's why in my head, and and some people didn't even realize.
How long were you doing that? How long were you doing?
Maybe 2 or 3 years prior to actually creating the business and legitimizing everything and just being a real business.
Yeah. So what was it that made you decide it's time to make That's So Twisted an official business? What was it that inspired that change or that step?
I think it was internal more than anything else. I just had this feeling like I would regret not doing it. And I don't want to ever look back on my life and have any regrets. I need to be able to learn lessons or say, yeah, I would have done that differently. But to have a regret, that would have been a regret. So I had to pull the trigger and just follow through. And I'm just hoping it all works out. It's been going okay so far, not fabulous. But with my 9 to 5, that helps to alleviate some of the stress that I may have financially from just breaking even, so to speak. Because right now I'm still breaking even, and I'm making changes to make a profit. So whatever money I make right now goes back into the business. I don't take a salary. I don't have a profit I put everything back for inventory, change packaging. Right now, with inflation and different things that's happening as far as imports, prices have gone up as well. So I'm trying to be more creative on that so that I don't pass on those big increases to the customers. Because there are things again I can do on my end to help to balance the cost, the increase through materials. So I'm doing that.
Yeah. So talk to me about, so incorporated, That's So Twisted. It's something that ruminated for quite a while, and you just did it as a hobby, and just decided, no, let's launch this. So you've talked about some of the challenges. Would you care to share any additional challenges that you've experienced along the way?
One of my biggest challenges the first year, maybe 2 years, was going to, because I go to vending events. So I'll go to different events and vent. You pop up your tent, you set up your tables, you sell to people on the street or at the whatever event you're at. When I just started, I didn't realize that so many people out there think that they are event coordinators, and I don't know what's the name of it, but I didn't realize that so many of them were out there that would literally charge me to be there. So on average, let's say it would be anywhere from $100 to $250 for me to just be there as a vendor. You pay a vending fee, and then they would have done no work on their end to advertise the event. So I've gone to these events my first year and a half, maybe 2 years, and I would be out of money showing up. So I'll be in the hole like $250 and then sell only like $50 worth of merchandise because the person who organized it didn't advertise, didn't put the word out, didn't tell anybody that this was happening. So that was hard to learn at the beginning. That was the biggest obstacle, learning how to vet the people who are putting on these events, because a lot of them are just, it's a money grab, right? They just acted on social media, they act bigger than they are. You show up with your products, you put in a lot of work to create your products, and then they haven't done any work on their end to get any traffic there. So that was one of my biggest things. And now whenever someone DMs me about inviting me to their event or whatever, I vet them. Okay. And I will tell them, sorry, I can't attend, or I'll ask them what the fee is, and if it's past a certain amount, because now I don't do anything past a certain amount, because I can't recover it most of the time.
So those were lessons.
Those were lessons, and it's an obstacle. The next biggest obstacle I still have today, is inconsistency in materials that I purchase. So for example, this wire. It's an example. I would have ordered this wire 10 times already from this same vendor. And this month when I order it and put it on something, because I've ordered 10 times already, it changed color. And I'm like, I look on my inventory sheet, it's the same thing I've ordered, but they on their end change something to make it cheaper, or whatever, but the price didn't change. More than likely the price went up, right? And no, it's certainly not the same. So that is a big obstacle for me. So I'm now having to test things again and test items and put water on stuff, let it sit for a day or two, shower in necklaces when I get them, or wires, just wet them up because I want stuff that lasts, and that takes a lot of time before I have to say, okay, yeah, it's good quality and I can use it on my product. So that is a huge setback for me now, because the manufacturers, a lot of them have lost their integrity, so to speak. They've changed things on their end and haven't informed you. So that is one of my biggest obstacles.
Well, I'm hearing, based on what I'm hearing, it's communication is key in marketing your business and promoting your business. And communication from the event coordinators that you attended, in terms of setting the right expectations for you, letting you know that the event is going to be marketed in such a way where it's going to be worth your time to pay a vendor fee to attend and participate, right? And then on the other end, it's the communication from your vendors again, who are not necessarily communicating. And I'm wondering if they even know the change in the quality of the product that they're distributing.
I think on the material side of it, they know. They know.
We give them
But
the benefit
I think,
of the doubt.
I think sometimes they think you won't notice. So, they'll just take a chance. And then I've had a situation actually where I ordered a few samples from someone for, I was ordering a bulk order, and I ordered a few pieces, and the pieces were perfect. And then when I made the order, what came was different from the samples. And I'm like, this is so annoying. Like, I don't have time for this. So sometimes I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. But in that, it's like a switch, what do you call it? A switch and bait? Bait and switch. Bait and switch.
Yes.
Bait and switch. And I'm like, I don't have time for this.
So how are these vendors at least accommodating?
Yeah. Then you have to send it back, and it's vendors and people who have been in business for years. But I think sometimes because I'm small, it's not a big order in this grand scheme of things. So maybe they'll try a thing because she may not notice. You know what I mean? And if we piss her off, it's not there. She's gonna cancel a $2 million order. She's not that big, so can't take a chance. I think that's what it is.
Still, you're spending
But
money, so you want quality
big
for your money.
Yes. Soon get big, and then I'm have to talk to me properly.
So now we talked about the challenges. Now I kind of want to go back a little bit, right? Because I liked your reason for calling your business
That's so twisted. Yes.
Only because we know what the culture is like, right? And we know from religious reasons. And you tell the story. I want you to hear your part of the story.
Yeah. So the thing about it, growing up, my dad's side of the family was Adventist. I don't know if you know, Adventists are minimal. No accessories. You can't be bringing attention to yourself and adorning your body. You need to be simple and just conduct yourself accordingly. So I think for years, subconsciously, I was a minimalist in my accessories. Even though I had all these great ideas, it almost like it was for somebody else, not for me, because of the subconscious mindset and the reprogramming that I had to do, which I had to do the reprogramming to basically free myself from that mentality. So as you see today, no, I'm going to put it on. Put on your things and wear it. You cannot wear when it's in the closet. So you're going out, put on your accessories. Put them on. You feel good. If it makes you feel good, put it on. If you want to express yourself with accessories, do it, right? So that's what I'm doing now. So me and my grandma, rest in peace, but she would be the person to tell us if we're going to church with her. Can you guys take out the earrings, please? People at church can know that my grandkids wear earrings, kind of, thing. And I remember the last time I went to church with her, I was probably like 16. I mean, in Jamaica when I went to church with her, because I didn't go to that church after that point. Probably 16 or 17. This was just after high school. And and she asked me, I said, Grandma, listen, God see me wear these earrings and other earrings all year. Like, I'm not going to church to impress these people in your congregation. Like, God see me, no. And she's like, really? Huh? I said, no, Grandma, we're not doing it. And then my little sister didn't do it either. And so
you started the revolution.
Yeah. Freedom! So it was freeing. But that subconscious thing, it can really affect you. And I'm sure other people have other subconscious things that hold them back. They don't even realize it's there. But once you realize it's there, you have to, if it's something that's impacting your dream, you have to eradicate it. You have to fix it. You have to get rid of it and free yourself. Yeah.
Listen, I needed you to say that today because I think that is freeing somebody else out there. And actually opening the door to whatever they've been holding on to and suppressing. Because honestly, I think we've all gone through some period in life where something from childhood kind of held us back with something that we should have done to benefit somebody else.
Yes.
Because now this is not just a hobby anymore. This is something that you're doing to create make somebody else feel just as beautiful.
Yes.
Or even more beautiful than they think they are.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Because when you look good,
you feel good, yeah.
Right?
You feel good, yeah. And that is the point. You want to bring whatever brings you joy, you want to try to find that and amplify it in your life. Because you only get one life, all the way on this one journey. But it's a journey and it's one we get. Exactly. So we have to try and amplify what brings us joy. But first we have to identify that. Once you identify it, you
unlock
have to
it. And release it.
Yes. And embrace it and just live it. And just while doing so, be a good person and try to help others to do the same. Because we can also spot, like you said, the person who, something is going on or they have an underlying thing that's holding them back. And you talking to them or them watching you accomplish or do something that might seem scary can empower them to, venture out and to ask questions and then
get their own freedom and release.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, I just felt like we needed to share that for somebody out there, and wherever it landed, I pray God releases you into whatever creative format your desires and His desire, all that comes together and aligns.
Aligned, absolutely.
All right, so we talked about, okay, so you did this as a hobby, but we did not learn this at Woolman's.
No, we did not learn this at Woolman's.
We did not learn this at Woolman's. So where did you develop this skill? And the other part of the question is, how have you maintained it along this, this time period that you've had the business? Or, before, because you were doing it before.
I've always been very creative, right? And growing up, I remember cutting jeans. If any fabric cut at that house, my grandma was a seamstress, right? But my mom wasn't very domesticated, so let's say. But my grandma, I used to get a lot of scrap fabric, of course. I would be making scrunchies for my hair, make dolly clothes, make little things, just tie on things, make ribbons from any little scraps that she have. So anytime I would cut her jeans, for example, because you'd grow to your jeans in Jamaica and eventually they'll get cut and become short. Those jeans, the bottom part, I would turn into a bag. I would tie up fabric or learn to crochet, basic stitching crochet, and then make a strap and have a crossbody bag with jeans and just use a button to close it, because I always had buttons too because of grandma. So I was always very creative. And it's funny, I was asking my mom last year, I was doing a bundle sale for Mother's Day, and she was helping me assemble some jewelry. And I was showing her how to do it. And at one point she said, I know how to do this, right? I'm like, you do? I showed you already? Because I can't remember anything. So she said, no, I used to work at a jewelry company in Jamaica before, when I was in my early 20s. I'm like, you did? I didn't know anything. And that's the first time she mentioned it to me. So I think the creativity is in my blood in a way. And plus my grandma was a seamstress. So I then just took the creativity and I got to YouTube University. So there's no formal training. I just watch a lot of videos, follow a lot of people, and just try and just cut and go through. And I know when something works, I don't work. The thing with me is my style is a little bit eclectic. So I don't like matchy stuff. So you can tell from the, the stack, I'm just all over the place. You won't ever find me in a green dress and then I have on green accessories. That is never going to happen. But some people love that. So that's why I have custom orders on my website, and I ask people, DM me if you need something specific. Because right now, like for example, I have a customer, she just wanted green and white bracelets. And she wanted a certain size bead. So I made them for her. She wanted 3 sets. So that creativity, I love creating myself, but also hearing from others as to what they like is also very, very exciting for me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. But so did mommy have an interest in this as well? Did she share that or no?
No, it just sounded like a job, because my mom in profession is an accountant. She worked at Grace Kennedy for years. But she never did anything creative. So I would be cutting up jeans, and you remember the manila folders? I would use those and turn them into purses, and I would be making all sorts of things with those things. I use them to make decoration for birthday party with markers. I just all over the place. But my mom never, she just would just give me stuff to do what I doing. But she wasn't, no, she wasn't very creative in that regard. And house stuff, no, she wasn't really. She was very, just easygoing.
Okay.
Yeah, sports was my mom thing. She's a borderline. She's a tomboy.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a tomboy.
So let's talk about home stuff now, because you kind of dropped it earlier that's where you're thinking about expanding. That's
yes,
so
I would love.
So
yes.
what are some of these ideas that you care to share now before we start seeing the products?
Just a few little things like throw pillow, the covers, because I also believe in sustainability, right? And most people have cushions already. So I wouldn't sell a whole cushion. I would just want you to change the look of it. So I'll create the covers and you just insert this cushion into a new cover. Whether it be seasonal or for your decor changed or just a pop of color here and there. That's my first thing. I love carpets. I love drapes. So stuff like that. And then as far as the kitchen is concerned, anything related that's cute, like wooden spoons with a carving or a saying on it. Just things that are just more things that help you to just celebrate mundane tasks a little bit, because what you're using is cute. That's what I want to do.
Okay.
That is what I want to add, a little bit of glam to the mundane tasks that people have to do every day.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I can't wait to see those designs.
Yes.
Because I actually change out cushion cover.
Yeah,
I change them out all the time. Seasons sometimes. Mainly Christmas time.
Okay.
I'll put on the Christmas covers.
Yes.
And then switch back after Christmas.
And I love the covers because so many of us have pillows already. I mean, why should you buy a whole pillow again? The bulk of the money you're spending is the puffy part with the feathers or the stuffing. That's the bulk of the money.
And let me tell you, so it works well. So I do Airbnb.
Oh.
And so it works well for the Airbnbs, because then I can just take out the filling and change the covers, because sometimes they get messed up, they get torn, and you don't have time sometimes in between guests to repair. So it's easy.
Yeah.
And they're
idea.
relatively inexpensive.
Yes, it would be because it's me too. They would be inexpensive. That's a good idea. You're making me think even more, because now you mentioned the Airbnb thing. I could offer a bundle, like bulk order for these people or people who are in that industry, to just swap out things and have it. Every Airbnb has a closet that is locked. It's for the owner's supplies. Yeah, my stuff would be in the owner's supply closet.
Well, no, we put it out.
You put it out?
Yes.
Yeah, but the replacement.
Well, depends on how you sell it. So if you sell it like 4, we're only using 2, then the other 2 is for when that's worn up or torn up or stained or whatever, and then we can put out the next.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Good.
Gotcha.
We'll talk when that time comes.
Definitely. All right. So, any other expansion ideas?
Right now, I really need to get more consistent with my social media. I need to also find out online searching now about lead magnets, expanding my email contact list, because I have emails from when people place orders, but I'm literally not doing anything with them. I need to do something with them. I have a friend that is on me like, hello, I haven't gotten an email from your company yet. So I'm trying to have that done by, by August. Because I do have a 9-to-5, so I have to learn what to do and subscribe. I'm vetting some companies now, because it's like you can put the emails in this, generate an email offer distribution list, and then they will send it out. You can schedule it and everything. So I'm looking into that right now. So I'm constantly learning, not just about making. I need to find out what. It's basically an AI platform, and I need to learn how to get that done, and then maybe later I'll know how to do it myself. But I really don't. I'm not very techy.
So it's not a woman's thing, because there are some techie women.
Yeah, no, there's some techie women. But
okay, so I'll share with you what I've learned with AI. If AI can't give you specific instructions, meaning as in go to XYZ, it will give you a list of instructions on how to create your product. That's from my limited experience.
Okay. So what you're saying is I could potentially do it on my own without doing the service?
If you check AI may be able to.
Yeah. I'll ask.
And are you using Google or some other for your email?
For my email, it would be another service. I can't remember the service now, but let's say it would name Mint or something like that. It's a totally separate service, and what they do is, you know those emails where you get and it's beautiful, like it's a magazine inside of the email, and then you have a link at the bottom to your website. It's like that because I want it to be nice.
Okay.
And they have pre-formatted templates. And then you have your email list, and you kind of just put the words, and you look through it and approve it and shift things accordingly. But it's pretty user friendly. I've actually done a trial, but we'll see. And it's not super expensive either. And
So you have some.
I have an idea of how to sing there. Yeah. What I need to do though with AI as far as prompting and getting some results is asking ChatGPT some content ideas for stories and just having it out. So, because the thing is, I'm busy creating jewelry. I don't really want.
And you're a company of
one.
Okay.
Yeah, except for that one time my mom was helping me, but yeah, company of one. So I have limited time and I have a 9 to 5, but I really want to get it done and get it where I am posting consistently at least once a day. So as I stay on people's minds when they want to order something for a special loved one or themselves or a special occasion, I want to be top of mind. I want them to think of That's So Twisted. Yeah.
Right. Especially when you transition into home.
Yeah, so them can say, yo, I didn't know her when she was making earrings, I'm saying, yeah, you did that for a long time, thank you.
These are the loyalists.
Yes. I have a few. I will say I've been blessed in that regard. I have a few loyal and very good customers, you being one of them. And it helps me to keep going when, even in the dry season, those people reaching out or calling for something for, a special event. I have an order right now I'm packing for a wedding in Jamaica.
Nice.
It's a bulk order. And anytime anybody order a bulk order for me is anything above $100. I'm going to throw in free things. So I made bracelets for each of the bridesmaids that is just free. I just making it and throwing it in the package for them so that they can wear it and remember. I want them to remember their trip together and them being together. So every time they wear it, they remember. Nice. So that is what I'm really into, the emotion of remembering certain things, events, and tying something to it if possible. I know some people, they'll wear a certain shirt and they'll remember on occasion. Same thing with my jewelry. I want people to wear it and remember on occasion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. So, we've talked about. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of a summary on what I've heard today from you, because I've heard that coming from the culture that we grew up in, there are certain things that's suppressed in a lot of us that comes out in different ways. Some of it's good, some of it bad. For you, it's been good in the sense that you started by creating handbags, purses with stuff that were used old. You have no need for them anymore. And you transition now into jewelry, partially because of, I would call it a little bit of a little rebellious streak.
Yeah, a little bit of a rebellious streak. Yes.
Where they said you couldn't, so you told them, no, I can.
Yes.
And I will. And I am.
Yeah. Because I pay my bills
to today.
now. You think you have had enough? I I
to
don't.
today?
Yeah, right?
And you're wearing more bracelets.
Yes.
Yes. Which beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
I don't take them off.
And it's interesting that those underlying emotions actually are the roots of the desires to create a business, to share with others, because you're not doing it for you. Yes. You did it for free when you would do it as a hobby, but now you're doing it in order for people to get the same, hopefully the same freedom.
Yes. But
also for them to look good and be unique in when they wear your jewelry.
Yes.
Right?
I want people when they wear, I want people to say, "Oh my God, where did you get that from?" And they tell them where they got it from. That is my biggest. When somebody tells me somebody on a plane or I was traveling and I got so many compliments. So this lady stopped me. Listen, you want to see my head swell? That's the biggest compliment ever. I don't even care if it was $5 that I sold it to you for. That is, it is amazing. It just makes me feel great.
So the other thing I heard is this company and your creative outlet has somehow fostered a deeper relationship with your mom, because you've been able to get information from her that you wouldn't have gotten otherwise.
At all. My mom is not, if it's not sports, my mom is not sharing or commenting. If it talk about track and field and soccer and football and everything else, but it's funny, she shared that, and then she shared something else about she was doing a business back in the day which I knew nothing about. She was doing a business where she would get orders from friends and close family members or people from work, and she would fly up. She was a shopper basically. And she would come up and buy the stuff and come back down. And so she told me that she would even go to Haiti. She said back in the day, Haiti was a traveling a destination to shop.
Yes.
I did not know any of this. I just thought it was always Miami or New York.
Oh, so you didn't know that about your mom?
I didn't know that
but you knew about Haiti?
No, I didn't know about, until she told me. I did not know.
Okay.
And that was mind blowing to me. She's like, yeah, Haiti was a place I would fly to and shop. You knew about that?
Yeah, my mom used to do it.
Oh yes.
Yeah, mommy used to do it, and
That's
then
interesting.
and then come back.
Yeah.
To Jamaica, and we were like.
That was because I know my mom was traveling. I just always thought it was Miami. I'd hear Miami all the time. I'd hear New York all the time.
Oh, she would bring back the most interesting pieces. I'm remembering one now that I won't share because you're probably not even used to you know the little barrels. You remember what she used to bring back were pieces that I'm remembering now. My siblings may remember something different, but she used to bring back these pieces that you could put not like figurine or
carvings,
wall art or carvings or those types of things
from Haiti.
And come back and sell them.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yep. And I remember one of them being a barrel. And then you would pull it up and then something would pop out.
Oh wow, that was unique.
Very.
Yeah. My mom loves stuff like
Some
that.
people got that.
So yeah, my mom had eclectic taste, so she probably knew about that and other carvings.
But there's a lot of art and colorful art that mommy used to bring back from Haiti. She never did it for a long time that I can recall, but yeah.
That is so interesting, the things we learn. And I was blown away. I was like, what else? So then I saw this book the other day. I was just randomly, somebody was advertising a book that you would give to your mom, and it's like called Mom Stories or something like that. I said I need to get
and it has prompts in there.
Yes, for her to write. And I think I have to do that. That's the only way I'm going to get the stories or get a full scope of who she is, because otherwise I won't hear these stories. So
and do it for you, for your daughter.
I definitely would have it for my daughter. Exactly. Yeah,
definitely.
That would be interesting because they're very, very close. My daughter and my mom are very, very close. Yeah.
Nice. Well, I am so happy to hear that you're going to be expanding, and I'm happy that you're going to be expanding to do something else. I'm curious to see why home, but I'm waiting until you get there.
And then we'll follow up.
And then we'll follow up.
That sounds good. May I come back, people?
All right, so I know you have some pieces. I don't know if you want to kind of give the audience an idea. We're already giving them ideas, but maybe you want to show some of what you have.
Yeah,
and then
absolutely, I'd love to. Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
I'll show you the order I'm shipping to Jamaica because they're here and ready to go. So the color is a peach and then this teal color.
Yeah.
So this one is for, let me move it from my green in the background. So this is handmade. This is clay. I sand it, I bake it. I polish, I drill, I put the post on it. And I also have pieces where I paint. So this one is all clay through and through. This one is white clay and then I painted the pattern on the front. So just different designs. And that's why I say if somebody contacts me to create something for them, I get really excited because I'm creating in a vacuum 90% of the time, just creating what pops in my head. But when somebody wants something specific, I find it a thrill to help them create it. Now this one is for the bridesmaid. She's going to wear this one on the wedding day.
I think that's a little bit more. Where's the other box? I'll put the white behind it for you.
If you can see it. And it has a little bit of bling on it with the stone, but a lot of movement. And this one was fun. A lot of glitter. And then this is another option, but I'm not sure what they'll pick, but you know, it'll be fun.
And pretty. This is pretty.
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes, but I love creating, and as I mentioned, have the necklaces. But contact me, and I look forward to your growth on this podcast, and then we'll follow up to see what happens. So that's So Twisted.
So tell them how to reach you.
You can reach me on Instagram, That's So Twisted, but my main website where you can go directly is that'ssotwisted.com. And it's just one word, and that's with a S, and then so, S-O, and you just put .com, twisted.com. So reach out to me, and again, I appreciate your time today. Thanks for the invite. I feel so good. I wanted to leave your listeners and your viewers with motivation, or a little nudge, if you would.
Absolutely. Thank you for taking
Yes.
That was my next question, but go right ahead.
Yeah. So just a little nudge for people. I want to encourage, there's somebody, because based on your audience and how you're centered and speaking, I want people to remember that the first time Apple launched their phone, it wasn't perfect. So whatever you're thinking of doing, pursue it and do it. Do it scared, do it messy, but do it is the point. And then keep going as you go over the speed bumps or the hurdles. Just remember, it's a journey, right? It's not just a destination. You're on a journey and you're going to learn. So just remember, it doesn't have to be perfect when you start. Just make sure you start.
Listen, you spoke my story. Because let me tell you, before I posted the first video, I was like, oh my God.
Good.
It took me a little while longer than I intended,
but
I said, you know what? Yeah, because then it's not about perfection.
Yes, absolutely.
I think this whole mindset of perfection is, it should be just totally abolished.
A lot of us are ingrained with it,
Exactly, because you need to be excellent in everything you do, which kind of creates that need to be perfect. It's okay. And the first episode is not perfect either, but it's
okay, and it will progress.
Yes. Progress, not perfection.
Exactly. Yep. Absolutely, Dorothy.
So with that, thank you so much for joining us today. Stay tuned for more of the same stories. Thank you, and have a good one.